Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit the ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Now, as usual, guys, first look at the gold market. On the gold market, as you can see, it's not really something interesting is going on. You see some bounce up. As comments suggest that the huge sell-off on the United States equities have triggered the traders to think about and increase the position in the gold market. Also, there's some rumors on about the possible demand increasing in China on the physical market. So the major event how traders explain this recent small bounce on the gold market is support from the physical demand. At the same time, guys, although there was also some not quite rumor but just announcement on the thoughts of the traders that they believe that gold will hold above the 12 even area, because that's really psychological support, and breakout for the 12 even could trigger the more selling on the gold market. From our point of view, we hardly could believe that market will leave behind 1180 lows, even from the gold market habits. Second, what is also significant is that we have the pattern on the monthly chart that suggests the washing out of these 1180s lows. We can't currently promise and can't say that this will be true. The breakout, the market will continue move lower, but this pattern just points on the washing out of the stops around this level. That's why this looks unbelievable from the gold market perspective, that this really cunning market will leave behind a significant support, significant lows. We have talked about this yesterday. I will not repeat this again, but just the conclusion that we think that market will definitely clear out the 1180s. Maybe sometimes this happens when the gold market leaves behind the significant lows, but this is the chances and odds stands not in favor of this development. Well, in the short-term perspective, we see some shy attempt to show some bounce up. Right now, market has closed above the 3x3, as you can see. So currently, it's really not very interesting, and I do not see much what could be done here on the gold market. Maybe this move up partially from some physical demand, partially from the position closing before today's final gross domestic product release for the second quarter. Today is also the Friday. Maybe investors have turned to some profit taking on contraction of the positions, but this action is really very lazy and smooth, so I do not see any reversal here. Besides, keep in mind that market right now stands in the free space, just stands nowhere. That's not the support, that's not the ABCD target. And also take a look that market hasn't quite completed the ABCD pattern. At the same time, gold market very often likes to show the fake reversals before, right at the eve of reaching some significant pattern, or prior to the reaching of the significant lows. In here we could see this again, and I will not be surprised with this. So don't be deceived by this possible action. That's the action that gold market likes to show. Well, if we will get the bread and butter sell here, well, we'll see. Well, maybe this will let us to take the additional short position. I do not know whether it will happen or not, but currently the major conclusion on the gold market, just wait and see what will happen. On the 4-hour time frame chart, we see that market has formed here some hint on the possible double bottom. Has formed some sort of the double bottom pattern. The target of this pattern stands at 1260, and that's very close to the daily 618 resistance. But in current situation, well, I'm not sure that market will reach this area, especially if we'll take a look at how market behaves here. Market hasn't even moved above the previous swing low. Also, although we have this divergence, we have this some sort of the wash and rinse right at the second bottom, but this pattern currently doesn't look very strong. Anyway, let's see what will happen, and I think that any retracement here should be used for a possible short entry, because odds suggest the downward continuation, completing of the ABCD, and washing out of the 1180s. On the hourly chart, we see some widening bottom is forming. Also, you could call it as the megaphone pattern. Sometimes it calls this in this way. But to trigger this pattern, market should exceed this top. And also, guys, I'm not sure that that's really will happen. For me, it looks more some position contraction before the weekend and before the gross domestic product release. I do not see really significant support here from some physical demand, so that's really a significant part of the market. And if any really significant demand has happened there, we probably would see this, and we'll see. So that's on the hourly chart, some small action for the $10. Hardly that was the really physical demand. Currently, mostly looking at some technical retracement, some technical pause in action before some events, before some data release. And that's our thought on this possible gold market. So anyway, currently, guys, we do not see really anything that could be done here on the gold market. We probably will suggest that the same thing that we have discussed yesterday, that market odds stands not in favor of leaving behind ABCD target that has been completed to 1190 and significant low 1180 just behind. Hardly market will do this. That's why hopes that market will stand above the 12 even area, will not make any attempt to grab the stops below 1180s. That's for us looks unbelievable. Also, guys, some stops probably will accumulate when the market holds above the 12 even. Some stops could be accumulated right below this area as well. So let's see what will happen. But our position stands in favor of washing of the 1180s lows in the nearest future.